Hey there, team. Welcome to today's video. Here's why your feedback isn't landing, and let's talk about how you can actually make it stick. Give me the next 5 minutes, and I'll show you how to turn your feedback from awkward and ineffective to actually being game changing so that it's landing, so that it's sticking, and you see positive change with the team. Now, let's talk about a common misstep that you could be making. It's the feedback sandwich. Cringe, right? The feedback sandwich gone wrong. You've all heard of the feedback sandwich, right? You lay a criticism between two compliments and hope that the person feels motivated instead of completely defeated. They know what's going on. This one's been around for quite some time. Here's the thing. Our teams are not fooled. They see that second compliment coming from a mile away, and your feedback ends up feeling like a canned formula. So, not genuine guidance. What's worse, you leave the conversation thinking you nailed it, but their performance stays the same or potentially gets even worse. Now, if that sounds familiar, give me a high five. Now, why this doesn't work. It might keep things polite. It does also muddle your message. The compliments overshadow the critique or the opportunity, as I like to call it, and people walk away unsure about what they need to improve. Plus, it can come across as insincere. No one wants to feel like they're being managed by a script, right? So the solution team is direct and constructive, and most importantly, collaborative feedback. So here's the key: be specific and be focused. Stick to the facts. Stick to observable behaviors and their impact, not vague, wishy-washy comments. Next, keep it constructive. So frame feedback as an opportunity. Like I said before, everything's an opportunity. It's not a personal attack. And remember to focus on the behavior, not on the person, right? And make it a dialogue. It should never be a monologue. So you just delivering this thing. Feedback is always, always, always a conversation. So now that we get it, let's break it down step by step. So, like I said, you don't want it to sound like a script. So we start with context. So we set the stage. Explain what you're about to share and why it matters, because our teams need to know the why of things. So, for example, it might be, I want to talk to you, Amanda, about your recent presentation. It's important because when we present to our clients, it reflects our team's professionalism. Then we want to deliver actionable feedback. So focus on what you saw, what you observed. Remember the facts and the impact that it had. Amanda, you were incredibly detailed, which is great. Also, your presentation ran over time and we lost the client's attention. So, what I'd love to propose is that we work on condensing the key points together. See, there's collaboration there. And you'll also notice that I didn't say but your presentation run over time. So the reason that we do that is when we say the word but, everything we said beforehand, so where we're talking about what they got right or what they nailed, doesn't matter anymore. So using words like and also means they can coexist in the same space, and they can. It doesn't mean that one cancels out the other. So the next thing we want to do is collaborate on a solution. So invite their input and co-create a plan for improvement. So what do you think we can do differently next time? We could rehearse together and focus on the main takeaways. Main thing is you really want them to come up with the solution because they're more likely to have buy-in. And remember, like any interaction you have with someone, you want them to leave in a better position, if at all possible, than when you first found them. So remember, end on a positive note, focus on what you can do, focus on the possibilities. So something like, I know you're capable of delivering a knockout presentation. With these adjustments, we got this. Remember, as a leader, as a manager, to ask how you can help. So it's not about just saying, here's the thing, go and fix it. Ask how you can be a better support person, better leader, and help them through that situation. So when I'm running leadership workshops, this is something that we spend a lot of time on, and we're just not taught how to give that effective feedback. We're taught to give the feedback sandwich and maybe a couple of other frameworks, but like I said, it can sound disingenuous, and it's really an opportunity for us to level up our leadership and have better interactions with our teams. And remember, it's all about collaboration. And hey, for you as the leader, It is so important that you're willing to take on feedback. So saying things like, how could I have helped you to give a better presentation? Taking ownership for what's happening in your team, and also be putting yourself in a position of vulnerability, if you like, so that you are willing to take on that feedback. Now, team, if you want to master this approach, let me know in the comments below by commenting feedback, and I'll get you across our constructive feedback framework. It's a cheat sheet for delivering feedback that drives results and creating teams that can and want to do their best work. It's free, like I said, easy to use, and packed with real world examples that you can go and apply today. So jump in the comments below and start transforming your feedback game straight away. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next video.